I am stupid, I am dumb. What the fuck is wrong with me? Do 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 do. I probably should have started all of my stuff before I there we go. Before I went live, probably should have did that. Oh well, oh well. Okay, so actually control. Okay, so you're the one on top. So edit splits. Uh, 3 hours 04. Yeah, it's over half, so that goes there. And then 113. Oh, 9. Okay, so timer on there. Deaths and shit. Run death counter auto hotkey. Give me that hand cam. Give me that input overlar. Huh. The background audio of the game is broken. Oh, wait, no, did I? No, I just have it disabled. Good evening, Yami. Welcome back to Pain and Suffering. I'm trying to think if I am forgetting anything because I'm a dumbass and didn't make a dedicated OBS scene for challenge runs. I got the timers, I got the death counter, I got the boyo, the tuber, chat, hand cam, brr. I don't have anything hidden in my sources. My autistic brain can't handle you reordering UI elements. What? What's wrong with my layout? It's fine. It's perfectly balanced. One of these days, I'm going to fix my stream start timer. That day will not be today. Goober used to be next to the hand cam. Yeah, that is true. Although for Warcraft, it makes more sense to have the Goober over here because there's empty space, and I don't want to like fill up all on one side. Although it does feel kind of weird that the hand cam is physically disjointed from the avatar representing myself. It does make more sense that they would be together. Also, why is the top of my mushroom cap getting cut off? What? Tuber. Ado. Okay, there we go. Fixed. Is the Twitter API open or public yet? It would be nice to just automatically send out a going live notification. Sharing in all the Discords I think it's fine to share in. Okay, about a minute and a half. Oh boy, this game is gonna be fun. This run, if this amount of cursed nonsense is the second boss. Okay, we got like 20 seconds left. It's fine. It doesn't have to be exactly 10 minutes. You didn't beat this boss all last stream? No, this boss is very tough wrench only. And that's roughly a 30-second forced waiting period. Yep, and there we go. So phase 2 is forced 30 seconds. Actually, this entire thing, all of phase 1 and 2 is basically on a script. As long as I hit this properly. And fucking headphones! Well, actually, I guess I can influence it slightly by reducing the amount of time he has to move. But that's risky. Music? I can turn the music back on. It was distracting me, so I turned it off, but I don't know that that helped any. Killed it. Okay, what the fuck is wrong with my headphone connection? Why is it constantly staticking? These are mostly new headphones. And 540. I'm gonna see how long these two phases take. Okay, so about 1 minute and 20 seconds. Excluding the menus and getting back to the boss. Have you tried not torturing yourself? What are you talking about? I mean, what else would I be doing with my free time? It's not my fault that fucking the highest difficulty is instant kill. Starting challenge runs far beyond your skill level. Yeah, I mean, weren't you the person that explicitly asked if this was an RNG check? If it's an RNG check, then it's not skill dependent. I mean, this section is partially skill dependent, but it's mostly RNG. Okay. I need to focus. I will read that in a moment. How'd you get a double kill? That does not make sense. That one makes slightly more sense. There's nothing that invalidates the challenge of virtually by going to a lower difficulty. Well then, by that logic, I should just do the entire run on the lowest difficulty, which the player is immortal on the lowest difficulty. Check Discord. Oh. Well, that's very weird. I explicitly have banner ads disabled. Why is that not considered a banner ad? I don't think it's RNG though. I mean, it's kind of RNG. Like, the arc of the kaboom and, like, the spawning position of the lads. I mean, how the player reacts to it is skill. Oh, I'm dead. I'm not dead. Yet. Oh yeah, being immortal doesn't affect your use of the range. Yeah, but it makes the challenge completely fucking pointless. It removes all the challenge and all the interesting. It removes all the difficulty. That's the word I was looking for. Feels like there's like 3 arc patterns, like low, medium, high. Oh, I was facing the wrong way. Based on some very limited testing, this should probably take fucking like around maybe 15 minutes on a successful attempt, which is fucking wild. Because I threw it onto relaxed so that the game can just run itself. And it took about 12 minutes for Mina to kill the boss. But that was with one of the goobers constantly attacking me, so there was fewer things for her to even shoot at, so that might fucking make it half an hour, I don't know. Oh, right, 2 health bars. What I'm hearing is just move around one of the goobers. I mean, that would be a strategy, but I would also have to dodge around one of the goobers, which Mina would eventually just hit them. Just by accident. I would also have to be schmooving around all of these explosions. You are completely safe from the kabooms if you stand in the middle, so that might be something to consider. One thing I would be curious about is if it's actually higher odds to just run back and forth. So it's like every time it shoots towards me, you just always run to the other side. Oh. But Mina has to be targeting the most recent goober. Otherwise, it just doesn't work. So I actually need to pay attention to, which one she's targeting. Because if the player kills them, it messes up her cycle. Too bad damage doesn't carry over. Oh, come on! That should have did damage. She shot downward. That also should have did damage. But I think I'm getting better. My brain is internalizing the shenanigans that the boss has to throw at me. Never punished. Oh. Meh. It seems like they might have variable health. Because, like, they always die to Mina's shotgun. But sometimes, like, the amount of hits it takes from the wrench is kind of inconsistent. Also, I do kind of wish that, them getting hit by the wrench slowed them down, or, like, knocked them back slightly. That would help survivability. The wrench probably deals random damage. I don't think the game gives you exact numbers, so that might be possible. I always kind of assumed one skull popping out of the enemy equals 1 damage, but that's, like, definitely not the case, because one skull pops out regardless of what actually hits them. There we go. Excellent. Huh. Yeah, no numbers. No, fuck! This is a goddamn reaction time minigame. Oh, okay. I need to pay attention. Oh! Oh, it did do overkill damage, but then once it went to the next phase, it just immediately filled it back to full health. I don't know if it helps at all here, but there is a glitch that I found out about recently after watching a task. When an enemy dies, the player is considered to be grounded for a single frame, so you can do air jumps. I'm trying to figure out where I need to hit or when I need to swing in order to get the big hit off. Because I can actually save a cycle or maybe two. Of course. Because the initial hit of the wrench, yeah, it definitely does more damage than the spinny spin. So actually, it might be that sometimes they don't die because they don't get hit by the initial hit, so they only take the spinny spin damage. And then they don't take the main bulk of the damage. Running back and forth seems to have a higher likelihood for her to just kill multiple with a single shot. And if all of them are dead, then if the spawning lines up with when she's going to shoot, then there's only one for her to shoot at, so it doesn't matter where she is in the proverbial cycle. That I don't even know is a thing or not. So maybe I do want to run back and forth as much as possible. Yeah, just like that. Okay, it seems like he might wait for all of them to be dead before he fires this. No, what were you shooting at? And why didn't it hit the boss? Okay, so apparently it's possible for the shot to line up with the spawn timings and stuff, but it just misses the boss's hitbox. Okay, no, it's on a timer. Somewhat, maybe. I don't know. I think if I get one strong hit and then it like a couple small hits, it saves a cycle here. If I could get multiple strong hits, it would save multiple cycles. But I think if I only ever get weak hits, it doesn't save any cycles. Why didn't you die? You got hit so many times. A little bit too close there. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and double check that I'm actually recording things. Okay, yes. Good. Ooh, actually. Maybe I should run back and forth every single iteration. Okay, I got very lucky there. Because, like, it's kind of like dragging them directly into Mina's shotgun. Although Mina's not shooting the one that matters right now. Fuck! No, fuck. Oh, that was almost a complete multi-kill on everything. That was like perfect spawn pattern, nearly. Oh. And that's why we consider letting Mina do all of the work. Nice. Nice. Actually, I'm gonna go ahead and clip that. So I can see exactly when I swung that. Okay, let's check that footage. Okay. Okay, so... So the swing animation ends on the frame before the platform snaps back up to his shoulders. Interesting. The input display is 2 frames behind the, actual thing? Ooh. I could potentially use the, pulsing of his light as my timer. But just using the platform's position relative to the door... Let's go back. Ooh, I could potentially pause buffer this, although that would just be more annoying. But... my mouse is not visible on screen, because of course it's not. Ooh, but I cannot... I can't actually buffer the attack out of an unpause. Oh, no, fuck. There's absolutely no shot that I'm, So, like, a little above here is where I need to start swinging. Like, on the far right of the platform, it has, like, a little vertical rectangle and a little horizontal rectangle thing. Where those meet needs to roughly go on the, like, that thick purple rectangle. Like the, well, the thin, thick purple. Fuck. The deep, dark purple. Like, the line directly below the red mechanism is like a light pink, and then the line immediately below that is a dark purple. That's the line that needs to line up. Okay, them dying to a single grounded swing. Oh, that's actually a lot easier to manage. Because the wrench, the grounded wrench swing actually goes above you. Brr. It is ill-advised to stand above the guns. Oh, and with how slow they move, at least in phase 1, I don't think there's any chance they can hit me if I'm just fucking constantly doing this. Wait a minute. Hang on. I might have just had an idea. Haha. Oh, that one missed. Okay, I don't think I'm actually getting this timing properly. That one I did. Okay, so I don't think I can get hit by the guns here. Like, right in the middle. Maybe if it does a low shot. So if I just constantly swing my wrench, they will never be able to hit me. And then, if any of the spawns do line up with Mina, then she will just shoot straight down, so there's absolutely no way for her to miss. Yo. This is why you don't give up. Because eventually you find a strat. Although sometimes you don't find a strat and you just have to get good. Although this is painful on the thumb. Yeah, and as long as I don't mess up the timing on this swing, I don't actually think they move fast enough to get to me between the arcs. Unfortunately, Mina's 2-second shot timer is global. It doesn't, like, pause at ready to shoot if there's nothing available. So it actually has to be one of these guys just spawns at the 2-second interval. Although I do find it interesting that I'm allowed to kill them as they're coming out, even though they can't damage me. This strat might not actually have been possible without the wrench upgrade tweak, because I don't know if they die to a single wrench throw if you don't have that. Although, due to how this changes stuff and things, this might affect, like, the odds of her actually being able to shoot one of the guys coming down. Or coming out. Hey, Mina, would you please fucking just... Would you shoot the boss, please? I would love for this strategy to work. Like, because, like, even if this fucking takes 2 hours, this is guaranteed victory. And, like, the fucking swing starts all the way behind me, so, like, I don't know, I don't think it matters where they spawn. Like, they're not going to be able to hit me. So long as I keep swinging. Unless the hitbox doesn't go all the way back, even though the visual does. You know, kinda tempted to just set up a turbo macro to save my thumb the pain. Because, like, clearly I can just keep going. It's only a matter of time until it lines up. Unless it won't ever line up, but I don't see why it wouldn't. Unless something about this setup is different that impacts Mina's ability to shoot things. Oh, wait a minute. She might not be able to shoot things directly below her. That would be an issue. So, actually, I need Mina to move to the side. Like that. No! Okay, whatever. Okay, Z is the, keyboard key. Okay, so I need Mina to be as far to the side as possible while I stay in the dead center. Unfortunately, she likes to follow me. Oh, she can't actually hit from that angle, can she? Okay. She is allowed to shoot like that. So that should be potentially a valid position for phase 3. Okay, that's hopefully center enough. And fucking every time I kill one of those things, it fucking scares me. Because it's... I think I get hit. Okay, I think I'm safe. Mina, are you stepping closer to me every time you fire? I hope you're not doing that. Oh, I'm not safe. I suppose if I wanted to be super mega safe, I could just crouch whenever, it's about to fire. And then just start swinging again. But that would take a lot more focus. I would rather just get into the dead center. Ooh, hang on. I have an idea. I don't think it's gonna work, but I am gonna test it. When she grabs on to the fucking bolt, she moves slightly to the left. So, but I can definitely do a variant of that. It's just, it's going to take more than 0 effort. It's going to take literally any amount of effort. So just hit that, and then move back slightly. And this should actually potentially be faster. Because he doesn't have to move around. And he's already in the middle to directly go to phase 2. Okay, that's pretty far to the left. But sometimes her attacks don't hit. Which is odd. Oh, she does kind of move over to the right slightly sometimes. Oh, yeah, stop moving closer to me. Oh, maybe she's moving to, like, get a better aim at her target. I should, check all of these, firing angles and see if there's any spot off to the side that doesn't get hit. Because if there's any spot I can just stand, I don't think there's going to be, because these circles are pretty big. Yeah, I'm guessing there's like 3 or 4 main angles, and then like a slight deviance is applied to them. So there might be no spot that's truly safe. And apparently... Okay, no. There's no spot that's truly safe when you're not paying the fuck attention. Okay, I don't know how that's missing. Mina, get your ass in the middle. There we go. Okay, I do not believe there's any spot that's completely safe by just having Mina kill the boyos and just stay, like, the player stays crouching. But I'm gonna try standing, like, right here. I do not think this is gonna work. Yeah. Although maybe there's a spot that's like... I mean, I guess the center would be a spot that's safe if you occasionally crouch. Hmm. Hmm. Wait a second. I know for a fact that Mina can shoot straight down. I've been doing that this entire time for Phase 2. It is just really tight timing. Yeah, she absolutely has an animation for shooting straight down. Although I don't know that there's a way for me to get into the dead center with absolute consistency. Although this looks pretty good. There's a decent amount of distance there. I can also just crouch and just only swing. Like, if I'm crouched, I'm guaranteed to be safe. So I can just only swing if anyone starts getting too close. Ooh, actually, I should not be constantly swinging. Because, like, some of the frames where the enemy is, like, where Robin is right now is valid frames for Mina to shoot at it and hit the boss. So I should let them fire all the way out. See, that's the kind of thing I need, but just like a few frames earlier. Oh. I really only need for her to hit one time, just so I can, like, verify that it can happen in this setup. Oh, so close. Yeah, this is just luck. Oh, how did I get hit? I was swinging. Nah, I'm not gonna review the footage. Bad timing. Nice. Okay, I need her to be shooting at the most recent one to come out. Because that's the only way that this works. Okay, so now I need to kill one more. Oh, fuck. I also need to just... I guess I just need to occasionally resync, because, like... What? What did I just do? Excuse me? I got stuck in fucking cutscene walking mode? I don't think I was doing anything weird. I just held R1 as I was respawning? What? Crouch button? Did I actually, Yeah, I did. Actually, go ahead and kill me. Huh. Very odd. I'm gonna share that one. Hello, Omega Honey, with the rate of 7. Welcome to Fun and Pain. We are going to be fighting the same boss for a very long time. So if you enjoy monotonous grinding, welcome. If you enjoy death and suffering, also welcome. I don't even know how to describe the types of games you play. I kind of just play whatever, to be honest. Like, I have my preferences, but I'm open to pretty much anything that doesn't violate the terms of service of Twitch and YouTube. Oh, that was almost bad. Okay, that's closer to center. Okay, now we just wait here for 5 years and hope that Mina decides to shoot downward at any point. Oh, nope, don't want to do that. Don't want to accidentally spin the wrench. That is how you end up dying. It would be really funny if after a while the game just had a failsafe and it just killed the boss because it assumed the player somehow got soft-locked. Although I doubt that's the case. Because if the player ever got soft-locked in a boss, you just fucking reload the game. You don't sit there unable to do anything for half an hour. Oh, Mina, please shoot straight down. Show me it's possible. And then I'll just keep doing this for 7 hours until I fucking fall asleep. Starting to feel like if it was possible in this setup, it would have happened at least once by now. Because it happened 6 times over about 13 minutes in testing. So like once every 2 to 3 minutes on average. Unless it's like once every 4 minutes, because I distracted one of them. I don't know. If I don't end up getting it by the time I end stream, I'll probably just set this up with a auto clicker or a macro with 2 habits just to see if it would eventually work. Mina, oh Mina, please shoot the boss. I would like to leave this room, specifically towards the right. Yeah, I think I've been in the boss fight for like about 10 minutes or so. So unless it's just really unfavorable in this situation, it should have happened by now. Okay. Maybe I just need to be more deliberate with when I'm attacking. Oh! Boss guy hit. The boss guy hit. When did that happen? Wait a second. Oh, interesting. Very interesting. Okay. I think the boss got hit. Because it was low enough to the ground when the enemy got hit. No clue why that would be, though. Unless, like, the enemy exploding deals damage. But the boss did get hit. So that means it's possible. I don't know how long we're gonna have to wait here, though. And we die. Okay. Okay, well, it is possible. It's just apparently a lot less likely than if she's standing off to the side. I'm actually going to review that clip real quick. When exactly did the boss take damage? Okay, is Mina... Oh. Okay, no, it actually was just... It has nothing to do with the enemy that I hit. It just did line up. Mina shot straight down, hitting the boss. Okay. So it does work the same way that the other things did. It just... I guess with how much more the player has to kill them, it just messes with how the cycles line up. Because, like, in testing, I wasn't killing any of them. Because I was just letting the game run while I was invincible. So I guess the player killing them makes it much less likely. But it is possible. Okay, so that's nice that I don't actually have to worry about, like, letting them get really close to me so Mina can shoot them super low and just taking a lot of risk. No, it is just the timing and Mina choosing to shoot the one down below. Lost in the Wash. That's a wild name. If you can't dodge a wrench, you can't dodge a dodgeball. True. Wrenches are notoriously pretty fast. Also, welcome. Good evening. I mean, if you would shoot straight down, please, that would be greatly appreciated. Actually, if you could shoot straight down 7 times in a row, that would be even more appreciated. That was the wrong button. Constantly swinging the wrench might be better, because if all of them are dead, then the first one that spawns will be her target, if it can be. This is amazing gameplay. You love press same button over and over simulator. I was going to calculate the odds of the timings lining up, but I couldn't figure out like actually how you would go about doing that. Like I measured all the spawn timings and stuff. So like if someone who knew what they were doing got the data, they could probably do it. Because like Mina, she shoots every 2 seconds. And then the goobers, they spawn every 3 seconds. But, like, each wave spawns every 3 seconds, and then each individual in the wave spawns every 1.5 seconds. But there's a little bit of variance, so it's not completely the same. And so that little RNG constantly shifting things around is what makes it eventually possible. Although I guess it would eventually line up anyway. Because, like, you wait 3 seconds, and then you shoot 2 guys, so that's an extra 3 seconds, so that'd be 6. And 6 is a multiple of 2. Okay, so it would be possible without the random. So the random might actually just be making it worse. You know, Mina, you don't have to focus on the little guys anymore. I got them handled. If you want to shoot the big guy, that would be appreciated. How are they squeezing right through my wrench? Yeah, probably just perfect timing. If unupgraded wrench is better, because it lines up better cycle-wise? What do you mean by cycle-wise? Unupgraded wrench doesn't really change anything other than damage. And if it takes me 2 hits to kill them, then I might not be able to guarantee a kill. I thought it changed attack speed. The next time I die, remind me, and I'll read the description, but I'm pretty sure it's just, damage. Although, attack speed would make sense, so I wouldn't be surprised. Although I fail to see how having slower attack speed would be beneficial in any capacity. Lining up better with Mina's attacks, so she attacks while there are no goobers. Well, I mean, she will never attack if there are no goobers. She only ever targets the goobers. Like, her attack timer appears to just constantly be going. Like, even if there's no goobers, it's still just... that 2-second interval is just constantly looping. So one of the guys just has to spawn at the proper time, and there's like fucking like 4 frames where it's valid. How is she attacking the boss then? She attacks the boss because she chooses a target when the enemy is spawning. And the enemy spawns on the boss, so if the enemy spawns in like the 4 to 7 frame window where it's still low enough, she shoots at it, misses, and hits the boss. So this is literally just waiting for timing windows to line up. But if there's multiple goobers in existence at the same time, it kind of messes with what she chooses to attack. Can the goobers pass through the platform? I don't understand the question. When they spawn, they pass through it from bottom to top. Like, I don't think the goobers have collision, so they probably could, but they're always homing in on the player, so I don't think they ever would. Oh, you mean like get one to go down to cover the boss, and then Mina shoots at it? I don't know that that would be possible, because, like, if they get to the horizontal, the vertical, rather, of the player, they're gonna stop going down. Like, I don't think they have any slingshot momentum. And even if they did, moving around is scary. Like, I was getting decently good at it, but then I found this. And this is technically workable. So I will just fucking press this button over and over for 7 hours. I mean, not tonight, but if I need to. This is an example of a case to where if somebody wanted to use a macro to just spam the button for them, I would not blame them in the slightest, although I would not do it myself. I will do it for testing, though. If this game had a stat tracker and it tracked how many times you swing the wrench, that would be hilarious for this instance. Actually, I wonder if the timer resets if there's nothing alive. Because it seems like if there's nothing alive and one spawns, it takes about 2 seconds for her to attack it. If that's the case, then this strategy will never work. Because anytime everything dies, the timer resets, so the first time something spawns, she's never going to be able to instantly attack it. Oh, okay. Okay, I think I'm gonna call it there, and I'm gonna set up that auto swing, and just see if that does eventually work. Maybe it's just really, really unlikely in that setup. Okay. Bye-bye. Have good days.